Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review All the Beauty and the Bloodshed. And this is a new documentary from director Laura Poitras and focuses on Nan Goldin, who is a famous artist who winds up getting into political activism and coming after the Sackler family, who are a big pharmaceutical dynasty who really started producing epidemic level opioid problems because their drugs are so addictive. And right off the bat, I have to say, this documentary, which clocks in around 2 hours, tries to tackle a lot of things. It's not just focused on, say, who Nan Goldin is. It's not just focused on her work early on in her career with her art. It's not just focused on this new and more recent approach to trying to take down the Sackler family. There's a lot going on in this film, and it takes you on a wide journey, and it can be potentially a little unfocused at times, but boy is this a compelling story. And Nan Goldin's life is so amazing, and this really does play off like a biopic from start to finish, with diving into these different aspects of her life and her experiences. We get to find out like her upbringing and stuff like that. We get to see her growing up and as a young adult and doing all of her art throughout this very specific period in time in our country and our society in like the 60s and 70s to the 80s, and then how it comes to today and all the political activism, how she mixes her art into her approach to bring a spotlight onto the Sackler family and all the people that have been dying from opioid addictions. And this film is very artistically done. It's an engaging experience. Poitras offers up a very insightful perspective into who Nan Goldin is and was, and how her art has evolved over time into now doing this art with a very direct and impactful meaning and direct activism to go along with it. You see her living through such a fascinating period of time early in her life, and her capturing so many subsets of society that are very much ignored by a lot of people in the mainstream of society. And it's such an interesting gaze into these different communities, and it's all through the lens of her impactful and emotive art. And this documentary is able to capture the impact of what Goldin has done over the decades with her art, and being able to bring meaning, capturing the humanity in people, while also utilizing it to leverage important initiatives like, these big standing live art form presentations of trying to portray how many people are dying of this opioid crisis. And there's some really impactful moments in this film, especially towards the end, where they finally are like confronting this family. There's one particular call for their legal call that's happening, that you get to see a lot of victims who are victims and loved ones of surviving loved ones of victims, showing the pain that this family has caused them. And in the end, this is quite an impactful documentary. It's definitely going to be one that's going to linger with you and last and really make an impact. This one is definitely worth your time, and this is a fascinating figure to take a deep dive on. But those are my thoughts on All the Beauty and the Bloodshed. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.